It's the idea that you can just become British if you come here and get a passport and, you know, kind of subscribe to democracy as a good thing and all this kind of thing. It doesn't make you British. It's a lot deeper than that.
People.
What is your lineage?
My family are from Nigeria, but I was born here.
So you're Nigerian?
Yeah, I would identify as Nigerian, but I'm also
Right.
British. I have a British passport.
British passport doesn't make you British.
Explain why not.
Because it is a piece of paper. What makes you British is your collective ancestry.
I think that's quite a bigoted thing to say.
Why?
I think I'm British because of my identity. I support England when it's the Euros. I'm quite a patriotic person to this country. I'm a British person at heart.
The regime that's governed Britain since at least 1997 has sought to transform British identity, which traditionally was conceived of as being either ancestrally English, Scottish, Welsh, or Northern Irish. They've sought to transform that into a set of propositions, right? And these were codified in law in 2015 by the Conservative government as democracy, the rule of law, individual liberty, and mutual respect and tolerance of those with different faiths and beliefs, right? Those are, in British law, British values, right?
Or black English people just as English in terms of nationality as the rest of us.
It's like the idea that if you just believe in democracy and the rule of law, individual liberty and stuff, that makes you British. This has not worked. This has been the project of Blair and later Cameron, and Michael Gove as Education Secretary enshrined these principles in law in 2014.
But you will never be English. You are African Caribbean.
But why will I never be English?
Because you're African Caribbean.
Look,
I can't say to you.
At what point? What about my kids? What are my kids? What are my kids?
I can't say I'm African Caribbean.
What? Yeah, but the truth is, Jean.
What's your definition of integration, Julia?
People, I think I've already said it 2 or 3 times, but people who speak English fluently, who are completely sharing values, belief in the law, equality under the law for women, gay people, I would suggest would be a key value now for the vast majority of Brits. You can marry who you want, you can worship who you want, you don't shut down to it. I would consider queuing, being nice, fairness. I would consider a lot of those to be British values and being integrated.
So if all of the white British people currently in Britain were replaced by Pakistanis and Somalians, all of whom believed in queuing, would Britain be the same as it is now, or would it be different?
This is...
Is that Britishness is not just defined by having a British passport. It is not just defined by believing in a set of abstract corporate-style values like democracy and the rule of law.
What is it defined by?
Well, let me finish. So the
position... It is defined by, not what it is.
The position of every mainstream party, from Reform UK right the way through to the Greens, is that Britishness is defined by having a passport or believing in democracy, right? In our view, that is an absolutely ridiculous definition, because Britain and the constituent nations that make this country up, England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, are ancient peoples. These are ancient nations that have existed continuously for over 1,000 years. Yeah. Because there is a difference between somebody who has come here in the last 5 years and got themselves a passport and somebody like me, whose family has been in this country literally for thousands of years.
Okay.
Because Britain is our country, it is our people, it is our home. And it is now our collective responsibility to restore it. Thank you.